Have you ever achieved something you thought would change your life, only to wake up the next day and feel almost nothing? That hollow silence after success, it's strange, isn't it? You reach the top of the mountain, only to realize there's another one waiting. We live in a culture that worships achievement. We chase numbers, recognition, and milestones, believing that somewhere at the end of it all we'll finally feel whole. But the truth is, many of us are running on empty success. We're exhausted, not from failure, but from winning at the wrong things. Achievement is seductive. It gives us a sense of direction, control, purpose, but beneath it often hides something deeper, a quiet hunger for validation. We chase more because we fear being less. Every achievement whispers, "Maybe now I'm enough." Yet the mind adapts quickly. The joy fades, the praise disappears, and we find ourselves searching again for the next promotion, the next follower count, the next illusion of importance. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill, a loop where pleasure is temporary and satisfaction is always just beyond reach. No matter how far we run, the finish line keeps moving. At the core of this chase lies the ego, that fragile identity we build around our achievements. The ego thrives on comparison. It doesn't ask, "Am I happy?" It asks, "Am I doing better than them?" It measures worth in trophies, not peace. It counts followers, not moments. But here's the paradox. The more we chase recognition, the more disconnected we become from ourselves. Because fulfillment doesn't come from being seen, it comes from being aligned. True fulfillment isn't emotional intensity, it's emotional integration. It's not the rush of dopamine after success, it's the quiet rhythm of meaning. Studies in positive psychology reveal that happiness has two layers: hedonic, pleasure-based, and eudaimonic, and meaning-based. Hedonic happiness is fleeting. It's that temporary hit from achieving a goal. But eudaimonic happiness comes from growth, purpose, connection, and self-expression. It's what we feel when our actions reflect our values, when our lives align with something larger than ourselves. That's why the moments that stay with us are rarely about applause. They're about authenticity. The modern world teaches us to achieve before we understand why. We chase careers before we know our calling. We accumulate before we comprehend meaning. And when the noise fades, many of us realize we've built impressive lives that feel emotionally empty. Because success without purpose is like music without melody, structured but soulless. The truth is, humans are not wired for endless competition. We are wired for connection, for contribution, for the feeling that our existence makes a difference. So, how do we move beyond achievement? We begin by asking quieter questions. Not, "What can I achieve next?" but, "What truly nourishes my soul?" We start noticing where our energy flows easily. The work that makes us lose track of time. The people who make us feel alive rather than impressive. Fulfillment grows in stillness, in the pauses between accomplishments, in learning to love the process more than the prize. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is step off the treadmill and walk your own path at your own pace. Because in the end, fulfillment isn't a destination. It's not something you achieve, it's something you allow. When your actions reflect your truth, when your success serves something beyond your ego, you stop chasing and start living. You realize that life's greatest accomplishment isn't reaching the top, it's finding peace exactly where you are. So maybe fulfillment isn't found in the next milestone. Maybe it's been quietly waiting, in the space between your achievements, in the moments you finally exhale and just be.